Lil Nathan beat.
Yo, yo, what's up? We are back with another EP of the Gary Watkins podcast. As you can see, I'm in a different setting here. I have a special guest with me. You want to introduce yourself real quick?
So yeah, man. A lot of people know me a little bit, but I'm Jhimya. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, this is a real dope guest. This is someone I've known since about fourth grade.
Facts.
Fourth grade, and one thing we have in common is that we both share the same birthday, and we'll both be turning
26.
26. Yeah, well, yeah. I thought it was either we was a year, like we born in the same year, or one of us older than the other. But yeah, October 10th is our birthday, and that's something we got in common. We both Libras and stuff for that. Are you in the zodiac?
For sure.
Zodiac. All right, yeah. So that's something I normally don't get into, but some of it do be like it proved to be true.
Facts.
For sure.
So I feel like once you tap into that, it's just really science.
Right. Right. So, and like I tried not to hold like any conversation before we got started. So, you know what I'm saying, how you been doing? Like how's life been treating you and stuff?
Honestly, I just been growing, young, on a different journey, on a different path. So like I just really been growing and not I ain't gonna say skipping stuff, but just making sure I'm going through this full process of life.
Right. So, and that's a great phase to be in, because I think it's kind of crazy. Like you may not feel this way, but I feel like we kind of in sync, because I've been going through a phase myself where I feel like I've been growing. I finally I know that we're all human and we're flawed and stuff of that nature. And I went through a phase, I'll say, within the past year where it really showed me flawed and broken down. And I really got to see, like, I kind of like the worst part of not to say the worst part, but a broken down version of myself.
Right.
And that's something, I've been growing through, and I've been working on all my flaws because I want to be like a well-rounded person. And I think that's something we all want to be. We all should. So yeah, that's dope. That's dope. So I know, like, the last time we chopped it up or whatever, you down in Florida now?
Facts.
How you liking it down there?
It's beautiful, man. I ain't even gonna count. Like, it's amazing. My people really from Florida, but they from North Florida. I live in South Florida, so like different experience, different environment, different cultures, different people. I'm plant based, so like it's just the perfect environment for me, honestly.
So you like the warm weather and stuff?
I hate the cold, bro.
Yeah. Well, I think I already know one of the answers once we do the trivia session. So, man, if you don't mind me asking, telling the people what part of Florida I know you said South Florida, but
yeah. So I'm in Palm Beach County. So it's like an hour away from Miami.
Okay then. So you're not too far from like Fort Lauderdale?
Oh yeah, I'm like 45 minutes from Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah. I know my lady and I, we went to Costa Rica last summer, and one of our stops was in Fort Lauderdale. We got stuck there for we flew Spirit, so they had like a delay where they couldn't find any flight attendants. Man, we was stuck in Fort Lauderdale for like 2-3 hours.
Dang.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I've been doing so much, so forgive me, all the people that's watching. I ask you to forgive me as well. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, you get it, bro.
So, yeah, what we about to do is just go ahead and get into the first topic. I came up with a real short list because I don't want to hold you too long. You know what I'm saying? But the first thing I would like to get into, can you touch on your brand, Hustle, Motivate, Lead?
So yeah, I started my brand 3-4 years ago. And I tell people it came from a vision, came from a dream. Me and my cousin were riding down the road, and it was just one of them things. I'm sleep. All I know is Hustle, Motivate, Lead came in my head. Wrote it down in my notes. Went to sleep the next day. Woke up and was like, okay, Hustle, Motivate, Lead. And at this time in my life, I was a part of this organization called Youth Biz. It was an at-risk youth program, and they basically was just helping youth transition out the streets of Atlanta and just help us find, like, just help us get some going by ourselves. So my brand, I really created it because I went through a program similar to mine, and basically I just empower youth towards entrepreneurship, ownership, and self-love by teaching them life skills they need to survive and thrive in life. So stuff they really didn't teach us in school, like basic how to cook, how to clean up after ourselves, how to even have a conversation with people, like just basic stuff. And one of the main things is self love. So it really about my brand, man.
That hard, cause I always, of course, I follow you on Instagram, and I love anytime you post a reel, you do content. It's like it really uplift me in my day. Not saying I'm already like internally motivated, but you know, of course, you have kind of like weary days.
For sure, when you just need that extra push.
You need that extra push.
Right.
So, and I'm sure anyone that follow you, like, I know you touch a lot of people.
Facts.
For sure, cause you know what I'm saying? Of course, anytime you kind of start a brand, it has a great reason and a purpose behind it.
For sure.
And I would like for you to like to kind of tell the people more about your journey. Like it's not funny or anything like that, but it's great to see, like, to know who you were before. You know what I'm saying? 10 years ago or so, and knowing who you are now is like a beautiful thing to see. And I say this to like all my people, like my girlfriend, like the Jhimya I knew, bro, like when we were younger. It's like it's so amazing to see somebody growth. You know what I'm saying? So I would like for you to like kind of tell the people about your journey, like how you kind of here today.
It crazy because I was just thinking that, like, dang, bro, like, we really grew up together. Like, if you think about it, like, before we got to this point, like, we were really in school together. We didn't think we were going to be doing this. Like, if you ask us 10 years back, like, oh, we'll be sitting here doing a podcast or even into entrepreneurship, I'd be like, no, like, I wasn't even thinking that. So, like, shoot, I just say I was a rebel. I don't like to say bad kid because I ain't gonna. I play sports, you know. Like, I ain't gonna say bad kid. I just feel like I just had my own way of thinking, my own way of doing things. Like, and at a point in time, I used to all the coaches I done had used to tell me like, you're a leader. Like, you gotta lead. You gotta stop. I ain't gonna say following, but you gotta stop just being with the wrong crowd. And not saying like people we grew up with bad or anything, but just I was different and I knew that, but I ain't really truly know it. So it like, bro, I'm gonna be real, like, it beautiful. It be shocking me sometimes just seeing where I'm at. I was just telling my cousin, like, I ain't never think I was gonna be working with kids. Like, I ain't even think that was gonna be in my mind. Like, I had basketball dreams, like going to college, getting a good job or whatever they say, however they say we supposed to grow up in this society. Like, that was my vision and my dream growing up. So it's just like this positivity, this uplifting, this empowerment, like, this wasn't me, but I had to find excuse me, I had to find myself. Like, I had to really tap into me. So I just say, like, it's definitely been a journey, but it's been one that I could look back and be like, damn, I'm proud of myself for like choosing to do better and choosing to want to learn more than what I was given or being a prodigal of my environment, for real.
Yeah, and just to touch on the part where you say your coaches, like, you should be a leader and stuff of that nature. Now, I'm sure they saw something in you that you didn't see. You didn't feel it. You just, you know, you doing you at the time, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's a wonderful thing, because I'm for sure they saw something in you. For sure. I know they did. Like, people that's like in a position of quote unquote power, they don't say things for no reason, you know what I'm saying? And they're coaches, you know what I'm saying? They coaching you, they're kind of like molding you into the person or the player they kind of want you to be or whatnot. So they said that for a reason, because you're definitely a leader for sure.
Fact,
you know what I'm saying?
And I used to always be like looking back, like the Jhimya in high school, cause I can influence us to do some, like, just go smoke or some stuff. But it's like now, shit, I'm recommending books to people, teaching, showing people like different ways to eat. Like, that's like, dang, bro, I ain't never thought, like, never thought. So yeah, bro.
Yeah, and it's funny how you just brought up books, because that kind of like that lead us to our next topic. But before we get into that, I want y'all to check out this ad real quick.
Fact.
What's up, y'all? So let me turn y'all on to something. Let me put y'all on a little game. Have y'all ever heard of Popple? Yeah, I said it. Popl. Popple. Oh, you haven't heard of it, right? Well, let me tell you more about it. Popple is a digital business card company. What they do is make nice charms that you can use to share your business information without creating any paper business cards. They have items such as keychains, phone cases, wristbands. They have little circles that you can place on the back of your phone, and they have so many options of products that you can choose where you can share your business information. If you guys want to know what I'm using, here it is right here. And I see you guys also notice that I have my business logo on the back. Gary Watkins Production. I'll be sure to place the link in the description where you can all check out my content. But yeah, you can also customize your own Popple and put your business logo on there, bro. I want to just tell you more about Popple. Popple is changing the game. It is innovative. You don't have to worry about any more paper business cards where you got to pass them out or you got to restock on them every time you run out. All you have to do is place an order for whatever product you want. Once you place your order, you're going to receive it. And when you receive it, you'll have to download the Popple app. Once you download the app after receiving your product, all you have to do is let the Popple app guide you on how to set up your Popple product. And it's simple. Anybody can do it. I know if I can do it, you can do it. You can set up your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, your website domain, your payment methods, whatever it is you want to set on there, you can do it all in that app. And once you have it all set up, you can preview it for what it'll look like for your potential and future clients. So next time you go out and you're doing business or you're networking with other people, all you have to do is ask for your potential client to pull out their phone. You hold your device over their phone, and then they'll have the QR link to pop up at the top of the phone. You tap on the link and all your business information will be right there. Your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, your website, your payment method. Everything they need to know will be right there. Not to mention, you can also add your email and your phone number as well. Bro, this is the most innovative product that I have ever known, because for the longest, I was struggling to come up with my own business card. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, I'm a graphic designer, so I'm very capable of doing those things. But now I don't have to worry about any of that. Everything is all digital now. Bro, y'all don't want to miss this. Y'all be sure to go tap in with Popple right now. I'll put the link down in the description. It's Popple, Popl.co. I'm gonna say it again for you, Popl.co. And whenever you guys get ready to order something, be sure to use my code and you can save some money. I'll put that down there as well. You'll be able to save a few dollars whenever you place an order. Man, y'all go get that. Popple is innovative. They're changing the game when it comes to sharing your business information and networking with other people. You don't want to miss out on this, man. Y'all go check it out. We out. I hope y'all enjoyed that ad. We are back and get ready to transition into the next topic.
For sure.
So, yeah, we just talked about Hustle, Motivate, Lead. You know what I'm saying? We just talked about your journey.
For sure.
And you mentioned something about a book. You know what I'm saying? How, your coaches say you were a leader. Mm-hmm. And they saw some form of leadership in you. And it's funny how, back then you can convince a group of people, like, hey, let's go smoke real quick. And now you like convincing people to, read books and stuff. But, so that just kind of lead into our next topic, which is your book that you wrote, mm-hmm. A Child's Pain.
For sure.
And I bought your book. This was back in May. Just earlier today, I really just had a time to really sit down and read it. Read it all the way through. And I have to say, you had parts in there that really touched me. It resonated with me very well, and it was relatable. Like, I had to pause after a few sentences that I could relate to.
For sure.
And I just want to just go into. Well, my first question is the book based off of your experiences? And
so the book is based off like a collective of experiences. Like, yeah, me for sure, but like people don't know, like a period of my time, I say like 20 to 23, I was going through a transition period in Atlanta, like with a group of people, like friends, people on me, and we all on the journey striving to do something different or just striving to find ourselves. So it's just like we experience homelessness, like we experience a lot of pain, like a lot of emotion. Like we only talk amongst ourselves. I'm talking about 19-year-old, like young adults out here really going through things. Like So the book really came from me looking at, like, really sitting down with myself and examining, like, how I grew up and thinking about what hurt me, like what got me to this point of rage, what got me to this point of anger at this age, and then analyzing my friend's story, they like what they going through. Like, I got a friend, her mom passed right after she graduated type. Got another friend, shoot, he just homeless. He don't got no family. He don't got no family. And then another friend, shoot, he a single, he the only child growing up in the environment he don't want to be in. So it's just like once you actually in it, and it just made me like, somebody gotta hear this shit. Excuse my language, like somebody gotta hear this, like, cause like, damn, we kids, bro, like. Ain't nobody, we ain't asked to be here.
Right.
So like that book just came from me realizing, like, bro, somebody gotta feel us. Like, I know I'm not the only one feeling this. Like, and then the cover art came from one of my friends as well. Like, we all experiencing this, so it's like we all got these gifts and talents, bro. So I just felt like I needed to express that. I needed to put that out there for people.
Right. So, man, the book is just what is it? It's a great book because it's relatable. It touched on anxiety, depression, you know what I'm saying, suicidal thoughts and all those things. This is something that a lot of people like battle with.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your advice as far as like how to cope with those feelings?
First, be aware of the feelings. Like, for instance, if you having a bad day and you feeling like, sure, you might not want to be here no more. Like, okay, be aware of that feeling, be aware of that emotion, but don't let that emotion take control of you. Like, think about somebody in your phone you can call, and I ain't saying like no brother or no sister that gonna make you feel bad for feeling that you don't want to be here no more. Like, you probably want to take your life. Like, reach out. I say wise counsel because that would save my life. Like, I hang with a lot of elders. Like, I be with a lot of older people that's wise, that they could really give me some wisdom, and I could pass it on to my peers that I be around. So the first thing I say, just seek wise counsel, like seek advice, because sure, that shit be a battle with you and your thoughts. Like, especially if you ain't used to dealing with it and you don't know how to really handle it, and nobody ain't teach you like how to cope with your anger. Like, bro, seek some help, bro, and don't feel wrong or don't feel bad for approaching somebody and saying that, bro, I feel like I just want to kill myself, bro. I just don't want to be here. Like, it's people that a lot of times why people go through it, like suicide, and they can't beat their depression and that because they don't know how to ask for help. And then sometimes the people we feel like we can reach out and ask for help, shoot, they be making us feel bad for them feeling like this. So I just say really reach out to somebody that you know that's gonna motivate you and not gonna make you feel bad or judge you for feeling that type of way. Like, it's okay to like need help. Like, it's okay to feel a feeling, but don't get so caught up in the feeling that you let the feeling take over you.
Right. Have you ever had therapy before?
Yeah, but not no paid therapy. I like this therapy right now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like therapy is when you can really be comfortable with a person and actually allow a person to express what they going through, and you not judging me. You not just sitting out on no piece of paper, or it's a forced connection. I feel like therapy is something that come natural when a person is like really seeking help. Like, shoot, you never know. You might meet an elder on the street, and you might have been going through something. Y'all might just have a conversation that changes your whole perspective of your situation. So, yeah, bro.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. I never thought about it like that. That's thought provoking as hell.
For sure, because people don't realize, like, it ain't, man, I'm all about now, bro, is breaking the system, bro. And we got to get out of that way of thinking, feeling like, oh, I need to go to the doctor for this. I need to go to school for this. I need to go pay somebody to do this. Nah, bro, sometimes you need to think and allow God, the universe, or whatever you believe in to send you signs and messages, and you take that into that come by walking by faith. Then when faith come in, cause it just like God might just send you a sign and it might help you out your whole situation versus you being like, man, I need to go to the doctor or I need to pay somebody, like my mind messed up. You gotta really seek help and seek healing. So it's just definitely something to think about, cause it had me thinking.
Yeah. So I think what y'all folks can take for that, anytime you seeking therapy or someone you want to vent to, definitely seek someone that's not going to judge you.
Fact.
And I think that's probably the safest person to actually express yourself to. And I want to touch on that some more before we make another transition, because I will honestly say, for the first time in my life, I've experienced depression and quote unquote suicidal thoughts. You know.
We all have, bro.
Yeah, and it feel kind of odd. It feel kind of odd speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? Because this definitely something. No, sir.
Oh, okay. So
You go ahead.
I'm sorry.
You good, you good, you good.
You fine. But I feel like this is something. It get overlooked a lot, and something it need to be addressed. We need more of a spotlight on it, because a lot of people suffer in silence. A lot of people suffer in silence. It's like the people. Like, I really love the quote when people be like, check on your strong friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, your friends that's always smiling, and them the ones that really need to be reached out to. And I say, like, what kind of helped me get through it, because I didn't really talk to anyone about it. You know what I'm saying? I felt I really, on our birthday last year, I made a post on Facebook. I found a shirt. It had like anxiety, depression, suicide. It's called, oh man, I forgot. I think it's called Seek Life Apparel, and it's a clothing line that pretty much touch on. It focuses on those people that struggle with that. And I made like a whole post about it, because that's when I felt comfortable, because I was suffering from it like well before then, and not knowing that's what I was suffering from until I started doing my own research. Like, why am I feeling like this? Like, why I feel like I'm coming up short, or like it's just a whole lot of questions, but not that many answers for it. So is it someone like you would recommend or direct? Because I know you said like this is like therapy for you, which it is therapy. Because I don't even talk a whole lot outside of my podcast and stuff like that. So, and I love having conversation with people like you that's intellectual, you open, and you understand. You know what I'm saying? You get it.
Fact.
So it kind of like, I'm not sure where I'm going with this. You know what I'm saying? But I guess this just kind of lead to this question: like, when the last time you feel like you suffered from any of those?
Shit, today. Nah, for real. I was just telling my siblings, like, bruh, like, I don't think y'all understand. Like, it be hard. Like, fam, you know, I really ain't used to be on this path. So it's like, I'm really, like, I found something I really believe in. Like, I really believe in, like, my brand. I really believe in me. I believe in, like, the things that I'm valuing for myself. So it's like, sometimes people don't understand, like, shoot, it be hard, bro. Like, I can't, like, say, like, you don't really talk outside your podcast. I do more talk to myself than people may think. Like, I talk to myself so much, fam.
And just to touch, I don't mean to cut you off, but just to touch on that. But I'll say this: when I was going through my phase or whatnot, a person that I was listening to a lot was Kevin Gates, and you know, despite all the marketing that he do with himself, with the stuff that he's saying, his music or whatnot, the guy is like a very intellectual person, like real talk. And in a lot of his interviews, he has mentioned that, you know, geniuses talk to themselves, and that's something, like, I grew up as the only child. Like, of course, you know, my cousin Jai, you know what I'm saying, like my sister or whatnot, but we grew up together, but we're still in separate households. So it's like I spent like a lot of time by myself, to where I developed like a relationship with myself. Like, I talk to myself. Like, I talk to myself. Like, I feel like I know myself somewhat so well. And I think a lot of people do kind of suffer one of the reasons people like suffer a lot with anxiety and stuff like that, they don't have a relationship with themselves. Like they don't know themselves that well. And I think just I think it's like it's hard to kind of develop that relationship with yourself, especially when you get to this age. Like it's something you got to start like when you're young.
Yeah, but I feel like you gotta want it, fam. Cause it ain't never too late to change. Like I started change. I say my awakening. I started tapping in with like myself, like understanding the power of loving myself, knowing myself, and that come from spending time with myself and knowing like, what I don't like, um, just how am I? How do I function out here in the world? So it's like I feel like it's great to start it at a young age, but once you understand, like, you don't really know you and you start questioning, like, things you're doing, the people you're around, and the things you're consuming, it'll draw you into a state of knowing yourself. Like, cause do you want to keep living this life or do you want to tap into something deeper and begin to know yourself, begin to grow and build a relationship with you? So I say, man, people just really gotta want better for themselves, and that's all I did.
Right. And that's real because sometimes you know how you can, well, you probably don't do it now, but you know how someone could be doing something and they know it's wrong, but they still do it, kind of deal. That's like, that's one of the first steps of knowing yourself. Like, I know this not right because you actually addressed it. Like, I know this not right, but I'm still doing it. And one of the sentences or the quotes from your book that's coming to mind right now is you really don't start, and this not word from word, but you really don't start loving yourself until you get hurt.
Facts.
Like, or you don't realize that you don't have self-love until you get hurt, kind of deal. It was something along that right there, and I'm like, that's the one I paused on.
Facts.
And I'm like, dang.
Cause people don't, I know you don't heard that saying, your breakthrough. People don't understand you gotta go through some type of breaking. Like, you gotta fall and go through something to realize, boy, I got to get my butt up. Like, I gotta build myself up. So like, and then it's like once you get broken, you realize, dang, I ain't really never really loved myself. I ain't really know me. So it take them moments in your life, them depressions, them homeless seasons, like losing people that you really close with, people not agreeing with your lifestyle or even supporting you on your new journey, bro. You gotta go through that. Like, that's just a part of the process, bro. For real.
Damn. And it's putting me in a state right now where I'm really pausing and thinking about this. You know what I'm saying?
And that's really what I want people to do. Like, I was just telling somebody else, cause man, I ain't no better than nobody. I ain't no better than nobody else. I just start to think different, bro. And that really was wrong with like us as a culture and us as a race, as people. People don't think, bro. People don't sit down and think about their situations themselves. Like, say for instance, somebody going through something they don't like. Think about it. You can fix your own situation. Like, you could change your own life. Like, you might need some help, but before you even get the help, before you get the money, you gotta realize, like, shoot, I gotta change something with myself, and you gotta start thinking about them things. Like,
I was watching an interview earlier today where it's like, you know what I'm saying, some people be like, money will fix my problems. It's like, yeah, but no.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The work really start on the inside. Because if you don't really get yourself together before the fame and before the money, if that's something that person want,
Right.
that money just gonna enhance who you really are.
Fact.
Like, here's a good example. I heard somebody else say this. They was like, if you're already loud, like a loudmouth person when you broke, and you don't fix that before you get rich, they're gonna make you even more loud. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, that's true.
No fact. I was just my friend from Cali, shout out to Akila, man. She in California. That my dog. Like, we hold each other accountable each and every day. Like, it's just amazing how we done formed our bond as sisters. But we were just talking about how we were supposed to go through this phase of our life being young and going through them phases of not knowing how to handle money, not having too much money. Cause like you just said, people out here with so much money, but they don't think. They don't got no type of, I don't want to call them dumb, but they don't really just be out here thinking. And then you got the people that don't really have money and don't be the ones who know how to strategically think and stuff like that. So I just say I'm grateful to been going through this process. Okay, I understand I ain't really had no relationship with money, but I got a mindset and it's causing me, okay, when I do get that bag, I'm gonna know what to do with it because I don't went through no times of not having. I went through no times of having to learn how to manage what I got. So
Right. Right. They say if you can, like, you know what I'm saying, manage them crumbs, you're gonna be able to manage once you get that big plate.
and that's what we all got to think about as young people. Like, cause we gotta manage what we got, bro.
Yeah.
I learned how to not chase money, and I'm glad I got that at a young age, cause chasing money and have your mind messed up, bro. Cause like that's all you want.
Yeah.
You don't want nothing else.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy how everything that we kind of saying, this stuff I've seen as of recent, whether it's like I heard somebody say it, social media, like, bro, if it's all about the money, it's like if you don't really have an identity after getting money, man, you like it really in a dangerous place. To be honest, it's risky. So man, it's like so much. This like been one of the more high conversation like podcasts I don't had so far.
For sure.
For EP, man. So
hey man, all I do is read and be around high level people, bro. So and it crazy. Sometimes I don't even be realizing like the stuff I be really putting in my mind, bro. Like
yeah,
crazy.
I don't know if you this like a science. I don't know if you into science or whatnot, but
I love science, bro.
for real, dog.
That's my favorite subject in school, bro.
For real,
literally science.
The only form of science I really like was physical science.
I was in all of it. Whatever it is, like I just like how things work and knowing how they work, like.
Dog. Do you ever think you could have like went to school, college for psychology or something?
I started it. I started it, but I started dropping out of school. And it's crazy to say that. Like I said, I might go back because of what I know now. I know myself. Like I done tried that school joint 3 times, bro. Like, it just ain't work out. Like cause I feel like I was trying to get the bag. I was trying to figure out like, oh okay, like I need some money. I can't keep asking my mom for no money. Like in this real world. So like, yeah, bro, I went to school for criminal justice, media production, and psychology, but it's just like I just kept getting out of that shit. Like I just felt like they weren't teaching me what I needed. Like it wasn't. I love to learn. It just wasn't catching my. It just wasn't clicking. Like, so I just invest in books.
That's hard. That's so hard. Cause I know reading books to help you understand better. Like, like you see things. Of course, you see things from like different perspectives.
Though I say I don't knock school now. I don't knock it, but like you got too many people in school who don't know who they are, and that you got people in there who don't know what they want. They just following the system that was given to them because somebody done put college in their face and say, "Oh, you gotta go to school straight after high school." Nah, bro. I feel like I was supposed to drop out and figure out me, and now it's my decision. If I want to go back, I could go back because I know what I'm going for, and I'm not forced. It's not a forced goal. Only reason I went to school because God told me to.
Right.
Literally.
And you know something that's like it's real messed up, like the thought of that, because literally I can mentally go back to when we were in school and it was like, bro, you either go to school, you on work, or the military.
Come on, bro.
Like, and then when you get in the real world, that's when you start getting exposed to entrepreneurship.
That's what made me drop out of school. I met an entrepreneur. We outside doing a class project. He doing the same thing we doing. Then when I was in there for media production, he doing the same thing I'm doing. I asked him what he do. He like, I'm an entrepreneur. I got my own business. I said, you went to school? He said, nah, I swear, bro. Next week, I enrolled from school. I just stopped going. I said, man, I'm going to just network. And then when I was in Atlanta, like, for like 5 years, like, I just started networking with people.
Yeah. This is dope. This is probably gonna be one of my favorite EPs. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I love all the EPs and I love all my guests, but man, when we can have like high level conversation, I just love that. I love someone that can like stimulate the mind. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you gotta do, bro.
For real. So, and I love a great story as well because you have an amazing story.
Appreciate it.
Like, I can see you. You ever thought about like narrating your life, like writing another book based on your life?
Yeah, I said I'm gonna do that. I say I'm gonna do that. That's all I say. I'm gonna do that for sure.
Yeah.
Cause I say I want people to just remember me, like, and know, cause whatever you want to do is possible, bro. Cause I ain't think I was gonna be doing this, bro. I ain't think I was gonna have no brand. I ain't think my mindset was gonna be like. I ain't thinking, but hey, this what's going on.
And it's so hard. Like, I don't think you understand like how close I really be watching you, bro. Cause it's like just like the same thing with Bray to like know who he was before where he's at right now. It's just like it's a beautiful thing to see, like to see people growth, like.
Fact.
Cause I don't want to even sound not to make this about me either. You know what I'm saying? But and not to sound cocky or anything, but I'm kind of like I expect it to kind of be here, kind of deal.
I'm gonna say you ain't cocky, you just confident.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't really pop it or anything like that, but like when I speak, one, I'm speaking the truth, and I'm not gonna like say anything I don't mean, or I'm not like just
talking just talk.
Right.
Fact.
I'm not just gonna beat anybody's ears up. Like I truly mean what I say, type deal. So it's just so dope. Like it's dope as hell, bro.
Fact. And all we gotta do is just keep going.
For sure. So what we about to do right now, we about to transition into the trivia session.
For sure, man. Let's do it.
So what we about to do is either or.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna put a timer on you. You gotta answer rapidly. All right. And now your either or is gonna be probably a little bit shorter than others because I really don't know what you into for real. Like I be watching you now and I'm like, damn.
I'm into. I could just tell you like stuff I'm into now. Like I'm into working with kids. I'm into learning. I'm into traveling. I'm into cooking. I'm into exploring. I'm into being me, man.
Yeah.
Like I just like to explore life for real, for real. So if it's something new and it ain't like harming me on that, like let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
That hard. See, I should have reached out before we started this, but hey.
No, we good, man. Let it flow, man.
Say like, hey, this ain't the last time you coming on.
Oh yeah, fact.
That's a bit. So y'all, we about to get ready to go into the trivia session. You ready, fam?
Shit, stay ready, man.
Say less.
For sure, man. Shout out to Homeland Village too. Open a culture shop, Macon, Georgia, man.
Yes,
Pull up on my uncle, man. That's all I gotta say.
Pull up.
Support natural products, natural vibes, natural things from the island.
Yeah. So here we go. Trivia session starting now.
For sure.
Daytime or nighttime?
Day.
Rap or R&B?
R&B.
Fruit or veggies?
Fruit.
With what you know now, would you rather go back 5 years or forward?
Forward.
You care to explain?
I say cause I want to keep growing. Like, I just want to keep expanding. Like, I feel like what I know now has guided me to a point where, like, okay, I know it's possible for change, and I know it's room to grow as long as I'm living. So I just want to keep moving forward. Like,
for sure. Yeah. Photos or video?
Videos.
Summer hot or winter cold?
Summer hot.
Alright, and this is where we're going to get kind of serious right here. Care to explain? Forgiveness or grudge?
Forgiveness, man. This a big one for me. Being the one I used to have like a little attitude problem, a little anger problem, like really be like, if it, forgiveness allow you to keep moving forward with yourself. Forgiveness allow you to like don't have that hatred and that probably that pain in your heart that a person or whatever might happen put it on you. So I'm learning it's best to forgive even if you and that person or situation don't come into agreement. Like it's just really in your heart, it's best to just forgive the situation and just move on with love, man. Cause like ain't no point of living your life in that hate and holding a grudge. Like I walk around, I hate you, I'm mad. Like if you got that much control of me, whatever got control of you, you enslaved to it. So forgiveness, bro.
Facts. Yeah, just to add on to that, if you hate somebody, they can control you.
You feel me?
Real talk. So moving on, last one. Loyalty or respect?
Respect. I feel like if you got respect, if you can respect me, you respect yourself, and respect goes along with loyalty. Like, I can't be loyal to nobody I don't respect. Like, if you don't respect, if I can't respect you, that means you don't respect yourself. And like, how can I be loyal to somebody who don't have loyalty or respect within themselves? So like, respect for sure.
Man, she hard, y'all.
Hey man, I'm Jimmy man. I'm Jimmy man.
Already. Yeah, we about to take another little break right here before we go into the closing remarks and stuff of that nature.
For sure, man.
Damn, I wish I could have heard what we were just talking about just then. But
For sure.
yeah, I mean, we back. You know what I'm saying? Good trivia session.
Facts.
Dog, what we were just about to talk about something. Oh, so of course we at Homeland Village right now. You know what I'm saying? We have all the natural soap and all the natural. You know what I'm saying? Got like black seed. I'm just looking at what's around here right now. Shea oil.
We got tonics. We got face products. We got food. We got books. We got clothes. We got all that.
Yeah. So and I saw the black soap sitting over there. It really smelled good, and I've used it one time, but I ain't realized like how cheap it was. Like it ain't cheap now. It costs
affordable.
It's affordable. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely gonna get me some black soap before I go up out of here.
For
because
sure.
Now what you were just saying that helped with your skin, because you know you in like a sunshine hot state.
Oh yeah, turmeric. It just keep like the coloration on you, like us being melanated people, like black people, like just that turmeric, like just keep that coloration on you, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I definitely need that because I know I'm like two toned in certain spots of my body.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? And like even, you know, we mentioned something about your diet because what you put in your body, it plays a big role into how your skin look.
Fact.
And you know, just tell people about your diet real quick.
Oh yeah, sure. I've been on a vegan / plant based journey for like 4 years now. That means I don't eat no processed food, no meat, no dairy. I don't need eat nothing from an animal. I don't consume nothing from an animal. And yeah, I eat more than salads and grass, man. Like, and I'm plant based chef too, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely gonna put that in the description. Gotta tap in. Dog, that's hard. Like, so, and I've been very mindful of like my diet over the past year. Like, I know I've been eating better because like when I was playing ball and stuff, I used to try to eat like heavy protein based food, and it was doing my body like performance. I was gaining weight in places and stuff like that. But I noticed where, because I know this probably kind of like an odd question to ask. No, I ain't gonna ask you, but I'm gonna just like I would rarely use the restroom.
No, your digestion, like
yeah,
that constipation, like people don't understand. Like meat take a few days to process in your body versus eating fruits and vegetables and just so good food. Like we ain't trying to talk about your boo boo and stuff, but you normally supposed to go to the bathroom at least 6 times a day. Like yo, yeah. Hold on. For real.
6 times a day.
For real, cause like that mean like, and then it depends on, I don't know how many people look in their stool, but if you look at your poop, it'll tell you like how your body is. Like if you having hard rocks or like that mean you constipated, that mean you dehydrated. Like you need to eat more fruits and vegetables or drink more water. But if it coming out a little smooth, you good. Like that mean your digestive system like on a routine. So like in the morning time people be want to eat breakfast. People want to eat the eggs, the sausages, the bacon. Cause your body hasn't even processed the food from yesterday. So between the time, like say 4 a.m. to 12 p.m., that's the time your body mainly detoxing. So like for me, I wake up, drink water, drink some probably eat a raw lime or drink some lime water, drink some tea, have a smoothie, have some sea moss, and probably about between 12 and 4 o'clock I eat me a heavy meal. But like in the morning time, bro, you don't need all that food and
And see, it's crazy because I've never been like a breakfast person for real. And I ain't gonna cap. It feel like I'm talking to Kevin Gates right now because y'all talking about the same, like your body detoxing overnight. You really shouldn't be eating breakfast at all. You should just be really fueling yourself.
Cause if you break it down, it's called break fast. You breaking your fast, so you coming off from fasting. Cause think about it, when you sleep, you're not eating.
Right.
And a lot of people don't understand, like, you're supposed to eat at certain times of the day. You're not supposed to eat at a certain time past day. So, like, for me, a lot of people eat, like, 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock at night. Don't get me wrong, like, depending on your work schedule, but that's not how we naturally supposed to feed our body because we resting. So, then when you see people with the big deadlifts, all that food, it ain't digested. It ain't processed. So, that's what we have obesity.
Yeah.
Like,
It just sitting there.
just shit waste. Excuse my language. Like, it just waste. That's why you see men looking pregnant. Like, all that waste. Cause meat take a long time to process. Like,
sure.
But I ain't knocking it because you gotta, once you know your blood type, like, some people need that type of protein in on your body. But me personally, bro, I feel like you could go without eating that shit.
Yeah. And so, and cause like even back, and this is like a year plus ago when I was playing ball, and that was like my diet or whatnot. Like today, what today is, Wednesday? I could eat like a heavy meal today that like meat, like steak or something like that. Like around this time last year, I'll eat today, and I probably won't use the restroom until like Friday, Saturday.
See, that ain't. And if people just thought about that, why the hell would I eat something and it ain't coming out of me until a few days later?
Yeah.
Cause that should make you think, like.
Yeah. And now it's like I gotta kind of like a schedule on, use the restroom. Like if I eat, cause right after I leave here, I'm gonna get something to eat. I only ate one time. I ate like around 1 o'clock. I don't eat breakfast at all. Like I rarely. The only time I eat breakfast is if like I'm at home.
For sure.
Like a Saturday morning or something. Like I ain't gotta work or nothing. But like I will eat before I lay down tonight, and I don't eat too late either. I'll be in there at 8 something by 9 o'clock.
That's good.
I promise you, I'm gonna use the restroom like right when I clock in. I'm gonna.
That's good though, bro.
Yeah, and that's dope, cause like even my tongue, like I learned from Kevin Gates himself. I'm doing a lot of name drops with Kevin, but his tongue, like he said, your tongue's supposed to be white when you wake up in the morning, cause it kind of like let you know your body is detoxing everything that went in yesterday or the day. It coming out. So.
Yeah, another tip, like before we move into the closing, your skin is your biggest organ. So a lot of people be having these skin breakouts, blackheads, acne, whitehead, cause it's what you eating.
Yeah.
Your skin is your biggest organ. So whatever, that's another thing that made me really cut out meat. Cause I started seeing how it made my face break out, rashes and stuff. Like, what the hell? Like, this meat eating chicken, the lemon pepper wings, like my face breaking out. So like, if people really start paying attention to their skin and realize, like, bro, it's what you eating, bro.
Yeah.
Your skin talking to you.
Fact. Oh, man, I ain't.
That shit get deep, man.
It do get deep though.
It get
so
deep.
And I know you may not even have the answer to this. So even like with our like celebrities and stuff, they normally like look the best as far as their skin, the face be all clear, but their diet be some BS.
Right.
So do you think what's the cause of that for their skin to still like look so pure and clean? But
a lot of people have skincare routines, and not all the time a person just gonna break out because they eating the wrong diet. It go back to like we in here with the natural soap. It depends on what you put on your body. Cause a lot of the places that we used to growing up, like Walmarts and Targets, like you could find some natural products in there, but the majority of the products that the average Black American grew up looking at is product that wasn't made for our skin, so it got all these chemicals in it. So it depends on like what they using on their skin too. Cause some probably they still eat meat, but they got a good skincare routine.
Right. Yeah, that's a good perspective on that for real. Man, this a great pod for real. I'm just, and this the most I think I've paused in any pod because like you really make me think. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about this shit, this platform and all that. You know what I'm saying? But like closing remarks. You know what I'm saying? Your camera right here beside me. Just give them folks like some game real quick, some piece of advice.
The biggest piece of advice I can give, like, it just really lean in and hone on to yourself and figure out like who did God, creator, whoever you look up to, whoever you praise or worship or whatever you believe in, like see why you really was created. Cause one thing I did know, like at a young age, we all was created for something. Like, we just weren't created here to work a job, go to school, and pay some bills and die. Like, nah, we was meant to, like, fulfill a purpose and live life and experience life in peace, love, and happiness. Like, we weren't supposed to be up down here stressing and killing one another and just doing all that stuff that's destroying us as a race. So my biggest piece of advice, like, tune into yourself and figure out like what makes you happy, love yourself, and should help people along the way. For real.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. Man, y'all be sure to take that in, apply it to yourself, give it to somebody else. Of course, I'm gonna clip this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna turn this into a reel. You know what I'm saying?
So,
But yeah, my closing remarks today, man. Choose you.
choose you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you're going through, whatever giving you a hard time.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? If it costs you your mental, it's too expensive. Choose you, man. Put you first, because you gotta show up for yourself before you show up for anyone else.
Man, don't be afraid to let people go either, man.
That's too, for sure. So, hey, man, them the closing remarks right there. Jhimya, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, y'all stay connected, hustle, motivated, lead, a little bit lost in your holistic hood healer. Yeah, man.
Already.
And y'all subscribe to my boy podcast, man. We going up. Like, we going up. We starting from the ground up. Like, you gotta tune in to see the progress.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely put all her info in the description. Y'all folks definitely tap in. Hustle, motivate, lead. Man, dope guest. She'll be back. Hey, we out.
For sure. Peace.